All right, good morning, guys. We're going to just talk about two things that we sort of saw already, but I want to make sure that we get it all. So, we're going to talk about vertical angles and the reflexive property. So, vertical angles, we know, are angles that share a vertex. So, I'm going to write that down. Vertical angles that share a vertex. They are congruent. So that means they're always the same. And so this context is, when we did those proofs, those little like mini proofs last unit, you're going to see two like mini ones on the test. They're just one line. You just have to recognize and show where the vertical angles are. And then the second thing is what the reflexive property is. So reflexive property is when two triangles share a side, like they're connected by a side. The side is congruent with itself. So it is congruent with itself. Like AB is congruent with AB. Okay? Vertical angles, you would say like ABC. I'm just making these up. It's congruent with DBE. See, they share a vertex. DBE, that's that same letters in the middle spot on both angles. Okay? So for these, there's no table, I know, but you're gonna identify the vertical angles, and you're gonna label the pictures and make the congruent statement. So this is how you recognize vertical angles. This like bow tie kind of shape, right? If you think about a bow tie, there's like a knot, and then there's like the two, bows on each side. This is kind of the same. The knot is the vertex. It's right here. So that's where the angles are. So you mark them with the curves. Okay? And so you name them. The G needs to be in the middle. So angle YGZ is congruent with angle HGI. Okay? So you notice how I have the G in the middle there. So those are the vertical angles. So that's all we're doing. And I'll show you guys, tomorrow. But when you put it on the test or the formative, then you just write like vertical angles are congruent next to it. So we'll talk about that. I just want you to identify the vertical angles and then the reflexive side. So look at number 2. You can see these are two triangles. They're connected by a side. This side right here is being shared between between both triangles. So that side, since that side goes with this triangle, but it also goes with this triangle, it's got to be the same. So you would just say CD is congruent with CD. That's the same, right? And you mark it like that. Okay? I got more practice, lots more practice. I'll do a couple more. But if you look at 3 and 4, right, we have the vertical angles here. So that's how you mark it right there. And X has got to be in the middle. Okay? So I'm looking at DXE. So DXE is congruent to YXZ. Again, X is in the middle of both angles. And then here, it's marked like that because it's the reflexive side, the share side. So that line is LK. You don't need the dots. Just know, like, go from one end to the other end. So LK. LK is congruent to LK. Whoops. Like that. Okay? So just finish the page. And yeah. See ya.